Hello and welcome to the Westveil Archives. My name is Jenna. I am an author-illustrator from Newfoundland, Canada, and this is my booktube/authortube platform. You may also know me from my art channel, Jenna Gets Creative. Today I'm going to be doing the fall book tag. This is primarily a blog tag, but I am also going to put it up here on my YouTube channel. This was created by Bionic Bookworm, and I found it when Storme Reads did it. And I will have both of them linked in the description and on my blog post. I'm going to be reading off of my draft of the blog post, so that's why my phone's in hand. This tag is 6 questions just inspired by the season of autumn or fall. Question 1, Crisp Air, a book that felt fresh and new. My answer for that one is To Sleep in a Sea of Stars by Christopher Paolini, the author of the Inheritance Cycle, which starts out with Eragon and it's 4 books. He's back with a full adult science fiction adventure. It is 880 pages or 36 hours and change if you listen to the audiobook version, which I highly recommend. I got the audio arc. It's narrated by Jennifer Hale, who is female shepherd in the Mass Effect games. Amazing performance. Definitely my second favorite audiobook narrator now, right under Neil Gaiman reading his own stuff, because awesome. To Sleep in a Sea of Stars is 23rd century humanity. We've expanded into the galaxy. We have our main character, Kira Navarez. She is a xenobiologist, and she accidentally finds an alien exosuit type thing that is somewhat alive. And as soon as she's trapped by this thing, she can't take it off. War breaks out. Other aliens show up, and humanity is at war, and she, as this now dual being joined to this alien suit, is the key to this war. Question number 2 is Howling Winds, an ending that blew you away. And my answer is Quantum Night by Robert J. Sawyer. I have featured this book here on the channel and in my blog before, so once again, I'm not going to do a really long blurb about this. This is a science fiction story about a group of scientists who are trying to zap all of humanity at once to make changes to consciousness for the greatest good. Basically, there are 3 quantum states of human consciousness. We have 2 quantum particles for consciousness, which are either off or on. On is in superposition, ball in the air. If both of your balls are off on the ground, not up in the air, then you are a philosopher's zombie. You are going through life on autopilot. You have no internal monologue. You don't necessarily have much of a moral code, but that's okay because you don't need one, because you're not going to do anything stupid. Well, stupid maybe, but you're not going to do anything evil because you're just on autopilot. If you have 1 ball in superposition, you are awakened, you have that internal monologue, but you don't have a moral compass. You are a psychopath. If you have both balls in the air, 2 particles in superposition, you are fully awakened, you have an internal monologue, and you have a moral compass. What these guys want to do is they want to shock the whole world through 2 cycles, so that everybody who was a philosopher's zombie is now fully awakened. Everybody who was a psychopath has been reset down to philosopher's zombie, and everybody who was these magical, not magical, but you know, revered, fully awakened, and moral people, they are now the new psychopaths, and it is hoped that they will do better as psychopaths because they will remember having morality. And this switch is for the greatest good, because not only are the new psychopaths going to be the ones who had that experience having a moral compass, but also because this 2 balls in superposition group, that was the smallest group, and the philosopher zombie was the largest group, and we're going to reverse. We're going to have that largest group be the fully awakened with the moral compass. We're going to have what used to be the small group now be the psychopaths, and then the middle range group, the old psychopaths, are now philosopher zombies with no internal monologue. They can't hurt anybody anymore. What blew me away about the ending here is, well, I don't want to spoil it because everybody needs to read this, but let's just say not everybody you're gonna meet has the consciousness particle situation they claim to have. And you think this is over several times, and then something else happens, and another character reveals their true colors. It's amazing. Question number 3, Comfy Sweaters, a book that gave you the warm and fuzzies. For this one, I'm going to say Boy Queen by George Lester. I reviewed this one on my channel and on my blog earlier this year. It came out in August. This is a debut novel for George Lester, and I cannot say enough good things about this one. It is a contemporary fiction, it's YA. This is the story of Robin Cooper. He is a very gay high school student, a drama student, and he has been declined by every drama school he applied to. He has no idea what he's doing with his life next year, until his best friends take him to a gay bar for his birthday to experience drag night. And while he's there at drag night, one drag queen in particular catches his eye and he falls in love with this thing. He realizes that drag is what he's going to do with his life. It's not smooth sailing getting there, but this book is the story of him getting there. This book is the story of him becoming a drag queen. It's a drag queen's coming of age story. Question number 4, Bright Colors, a book with either red, orange, or yellow on the cover. And for this one, I'm picking Little Bones by NV Peacock. I don't really know what to say about this book yet because at the time I'm recording this, I haven't read it yet. I am in a Facebook group for NetGalley users. We've decided to start a book club of sorts where everybody agrees on a book that we're going to read that is a read now title, one that you can go grab without requesting and waiting for a publisher to approve it. And the book that we picked for our first round to read in September is Little Bones. We should have been a little more organized on, saying like, okay, this date, this time, let's all go grab it, because we grabbed it over a longer period and the first few got it and the rest had to request and hope. Most of us still got it, but yeah, next time we're gonna set a grab time. Some of the members have read it, and it does seem like everybody's enjoying it so far. I can't wait to get back to you on this one. Number 5, Leaf Fight, a book with non-stop action. Another book I have reviewed on this channel and in the blog before, Esmes Gift by Elizabeth Foster. This is book 2 in the Esme trilogy. Currently, number 3 has not been written yet, or at least not published yet. In book 1, Esme's Wish, we have this young girl, Esme, who her mother was lost at sea, her father has remarried, she's not happy about it, her father's off on his honeymoon, and she decides to take an overnight trip off to the island where her mother and great-grandmother had a cabin. And when she's there, this seabird that she keeps seeing around lures her into Esperance, which is a parallel world very similar to our own, except magic. The first book is all about her trying to find out what happened to her mother, because her mother's been missing there too. The second book, her mother was found, but her mother is trapped by tainted magic. And this book is all about Esme and her friends going off trying to get everything that the keeper is going to need to restore her mother to her. She does get to attend school in Esperance, which is really cool, but there's also a lot of adventures, a lot of twists and turns. It's non-stop action. I really enjoyed this one. I rated the first book 4 stars, but this one is 5 stars, and I can't wait to finish the trilogy. Number 6, Pumpkin Spice, your most anticipated read. By the time I put this video out, I will have already read this one, but when I was writing the blog post, I hadn't yet. My answer in the blog post is Legendborn by Tracy Deonn. This is her debut novel. This is an Arthurian legend story, except modern day and black girl. Thank you so much to Bionic Bookworm for creating this tag, and thank you so much to Storme Reads a lot for posting it so that I could discover it and do it myself. Normally at this point I would tag other people, but I forgot to make a list of who I'm tagging, so if you're watching this and you haven't done the fall book tag yet, you are tagged. Do it if you want to. I will have the blog post linked down below, and it has the rules for crediting Bionic Bookworm and all that kind of stuff. And if you're doing it as a blog post and you go to her original post, she has some nice graphics for the questions that you can use if you want to. Thanks for watching. See you guys later.